Very nice then. Hello, everyone. First things first, allow me to sort of open this. I am terrified of deep water, especially seas. In 2021, I forced myself to try diving with sharks. And while it was a unique experience, I have to say, I like that I don't have that feeling here. No, this webinar obviously is not about swimming or drowning. This is about being on the same boat with our partners, which is obviously much better than swimming with sharks. My name is Lucas Hupka. I'm the channel sales director, and we are here to talk about the support of Easy Software towards our business partners. I have my team here, and I have sort of already broken the ladies first rule. So allow me to introduce the team. Our partner success manager, Flora. Hello, Flora.
Hello, nice to see you here on the webinar.
Nice to see you as well. And our partner marketing manager, Camila. Hello, Camila.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Do not worry, you will get plenty of experience or plenty of opportunities to see them on this webinar. Right now, allow me to start sharing my screen real quick. Click here and click here. Ladies, I would just ask you to confirm that you can indeed see the screen.
Yes.
Beautiful. As people continue to join, allow me to get the formalities out of the way. As usual, we are aiming to keep the webinar digestible and somewhat short, so around 30 minutes. And as usual, the recording will be available, and you can obviously share it with your teams, with your colleagues, with whoever might be interested in hearing whatever we have to say here today. A disclaimer. I know that there are existing partners here, and I also know that there's a lot of partners who currently evaluate the cooperation with Easy Software. Someone that has not been that experienced with our company, maybe some people that actually see me for the first time. It is quite possible that to some of you, I have spoken already about many of the topics that we will have today. And you might have heard a significant portion of what we're going to talk about on this webinar already. However, there's always something new. Anyway, I believe we are going to do all the work now. Your job right now is to listen and see what resonates with you. And then obviously at any point in the future, you are welcome to contact us through any channels available. There's going to be plenty. And talk to us about these ideas that we're going to present. Today's agenda can be presented in a form of a life cycle, I would say. As far as the partner life cycle within Easy Software goes, we've got 3 stages: the evaluation, the onboarding of such partnership, and then the continuous engagement with partners. I'm sure that this could be modified, but this is sort of a simplified version which serves for our purposes. Each stage of the partnership has something to talk about. Some of it can be touched upon quite quickly, and some of it obviously needs more time. However, on a webinar like this, nothing is truly deep in detail. Individual discussions will be necessary for that, and we are more than happy to have those. With some of you, we have already been going through these already. As far as the evaluation goes, you are a potential partner and you have joined this webinar. You're looking at the 3 of us and the product itself, thinking about whether or not it's worth to, open the cooperation. There's a lot of things that we can do throughout this stage. In general, software demo is something that is quite crucial, because obviously you are not going to resell a software that you do not believe in, or a software which you can't find the client base for. At the same time, we truly believe it's very beneficial for your colleagues and yourselves to be testing the software. So something that we can definitely do is provide as many software demos as necessary. We can provide extended trial labs for your testing, which will not expire. And what's especially important for me internally throughout my sort of sales tenure has been testing use cases, because it is quite common that partners coming into the cooperation have a certain idea of how such a software should be utilized on the side of their clients or their potential clients. In such cases, you have some use cases that you would like to test, and that's quite honestly what we are here for. When I'm talking about doing software demo, we can do it the general way, or we can focus and truly talk about the use cases that you have with your clients and try to find solutions. Connected to that are definitely pre-sales sessions with our senior consultants, because at many points, we do have partners coming in that do want to resell EasyRedman, and they do want to become partners, but they want to jump on that ship quite quickly, and they don't feel like they have the skill set necessary to properly present EasyRedMine to their clients, for example. In such cases, we are more than happy to spend our resources and to book one of our senior consultants to help you with such venture. And if it's not just, senior consultants, we do have experts on certain functionalities. So let's say within EasyRedMine, if some of your client might be interested in help desk extension, it's something that we can easily arrange for. After all, finding success and closing business is obviously crucial and essential, and the sooner we can do it, the higher chance of a successful cooperation long term. What we can do as well, quite often actually, is to keep our owners involved on various C-level, whether it's the CEO or our sales directors. All of these people are more than happy and welcome to join either the calls where we discuss our partnership potential and potential strategy, but also we are more than happy to participate in your sales process. If at any point you are trying to sell EasyRedMine to an enterprise and the enterprise wants to gain more confidence in the vendor and developer of the software, we are more than happy to have one of our owners fly to your client's premises and just show our faces and talk to them. And that also applies to US partners. At any point, if you would like to have a personal visit, either for you to come here to Prague, Czech Republic, which is a beautiful city, or if you would like us to come to you and just discuss some things in detail, face-to-face, which, to a degree, it disappeared after COVID, but we still sort of see the value of it. Those are the things that we can easily do. Is by no means is a problem. As far as the onboarding and a continuous engagement within our partnership goes, there are 2 or 3 supporting activities that can be connected to both, as you can see represented on that slide. It's e-learning or our learning management system. It's co-marketing and everything around it, and partner success plans. We will be addressing that shortly, and once that is done, I will share a bit more on further engagement support, which you can see on the bottom right of your screen. The knowledge base for partners, conferences, success stories, case studies, use cases, stuff like that. But let's move on to onboarding, because I've been speaking for quite a long time already. If you need a detailed insight into learning management system and how our certifications work, we can only suggest you to watch the previous partner webinar or just contact us and we will talk to you. For everyone else that wants to learn more about our e-learning and how we utilize it, Flora can definitely give you a peek into what we have been doing with the learning management system. Flora, can I ask you to jump in? I'll stop sharing screen.
Let me share my screen. Give me a second, please.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Now it should start appearing. Do you see it already?
I see e-learning for partners, yes.
Okay. So that will be pretty short and for anyone specifically that haven't been here on our previous webinar, but there is also some news about how our e-learning will be expanding. So as we was introducing in the beginning of the year, we have pretty much prepare e-learning solution combining the courses for various topics and basically covering all the software. So you can learn now how to work with our software, how to sell it, and how to implement it through the e-learning. You don't need to join the calls. You can learn basically at the time that it's suitable for you, that is suitable for your time zone, for your work schedule. So you can basically set it up for your needs. That also doesn't mean you are completely alone with that. I'm there for you during the whole process. So you can reach me through the e-learning and I will be helping you. We have there 2 different learning paths, one for sale and one for consulting. So depends what's your role in the company. You can get trained in the respective course, and you can also have your whole team as a partner company train with the different topics. So you can have a pretty strong team inside that it's familiar with the product. We are providing the certificate, so everyone that finished the course will receive the certificate. We can also help you to put this information on your website. So you basically get the credibility that you are officially certified, officially you are officially experts of our software, so you can show your clients that you know what you are doing and you are closely working with us. During the tests, we try to make it as interactive as possible, specifically the consulting part, where is way more of the knowledge. There's a lot of tests, a lot of assignments you do on the trial, and you have the case study pre-simulating the real experience with the client. So we hope after the course you will be ready to serve your first customers. And as I said, you are not alone with the course. You can do it on your own piece of learning. But if you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask them. There are two ways how to stay in touch. First, you can write the message to the course instructor through the message section here on the left of the panel. And then there is also the discussion section. In the discussion section, you can ask the questions to the community of users. If the users will not, if other partners will not help you, then there's always me monitoring this section or our consultants. So you will always get the efficient help on your questions, but you can also stay in touch with the other partners. I will really recommend you to browse this section at any time. Even if you finish the course, you can get back here and basically start building this community forum about the product. So feel free to reach their back, even if you are already certified partner on the training, on the webinar today. And for everyone that already was doing the course, you know that I was asking for your feedback multiple ways. We start from the Google form, we was discussing it on the meetings, and now anyone that will go through the course, there is a built-in service during the whole learning process. We collected all the feedback together. We know your comments and we really appreciate them. They really matter. And we will be improving the course based on your feedback. So I will really ask you to share your opinion, try to be honest, and we will be making it better and more suitable for our network. And I want to see two examples of what we are working on currently. First of all, we receiving from you the feedback that beside of the core structure of the software, you would like to learn also more about the modules. The modules are already there, they are on demand. So if you want to learn help desk, the CRM, our new knowledge base, or configuration management, we will be happy to provide you this learning. It's not mandatory for certification, but it can really increase your knowledge for your clients, specifically if they ask about some specific functionality. And then the second news, we are trying as easy software, both with development of our software and both with our partner program, stay up to date with all the trends. And as you know, the course was already powered by AI, but now the learning platform allow us to utilize AI more and add more text. We was also getting from you the message that you would like to have the combined videos and text to be able to easier translate it for different languages. And this is what we are working on. We are so far testing it, but hopefully soon there will be more material in the courses that will be expanding and they will be more user-friendly. So that's it for the learning. Lucas, I'm giving you the word back.
Perfect. I'll be happy to take it. So if you can, in the meantime, you can stop sharing your screen.
Yeah,
feel free to do so.
Moment, stop sharing the screen, cancel. I think now it's canceled, but my Zoom is somewhere. Sorry for that.
Don't worry about it. When you find it, you find it. In the meantime,
me,
I'll just go keep on blabbering, because in my experience, we have a lot of partners that have already completed the certifications. But the important part of it is these videos are still there. The videos about everything EasyRedMine related, and that can create an amazing database of content that you can always sort of circle back to. So what some of my partners have been doing recently is, whether they have someone new, it's quite obvious that they would introduce them to our e-learning. And also, whenever they have a specific workshop planned ahead of with a client, if they feel like they need to brush up on a certain aspect of EasyRedMine that they know is going to be related or is going to be happening, that's where they go. They go to the LMS, to the e-learning. They just look up the certain category, for example, the help desk that I've already mentioned, and they can just watch a 15 to 20 minutes of videos just to make sure that the next morning when they arrive at the client's office and they start presenting what the help desk and what it can do for them and how they can set it up, they are much better, experienced, and they are sort of performing much more confidently, I would say. Also, we are utilizing the learning management system in different ways now. Onboarding of clients can be a pain. Like, I've seen a lot of names of existing partners on this webinar. Some of them have sold dozens of Easy Red Minds already. So I would love to hear from them. Unfortunately, as this is not designed as a panel discussion, I'm just going to speak from my experience and from the experience of Easy Software. If there is something that we have struggled in order to retain clients, the problem tends to be in the onboarding. It can be a complex software, and sometimes the client just sort of expects to buy the software, and the software is going to solve all their problems for them, which obviously is not the case. So a proper and effective onboarding has to happen in order to sort of secure that the client will be with us for a while. What we have been doing recently is we've been releasing a structured onboarding content through our e-learning, which means it's not just for partners and for colleagues, it's also going to be for clients. It's going to be paired up with delivered services to enable the client as much as possible. So essentially, what's going to happen is a client buys Easy Red Mind, they get access into the e-learning where they can watch a set of videos that's going to prepare them and give them the basics. And then we give them like 4 to 6 hours of actual consultant's time to sort of brush up on this and actually turn it into something practical within their softwares. Contact us if you're interested in having this option too, because it will be available. Translations and voiceovers will be a topic also, and I feel like it can go a long way. That could be the tool to sort of help activate your clients and secure their long-term use. Most importantly, it's a tool to make sure that your internal resources, your colleagues, are knowledgeable. However, let's say that not a lot of success can happen without marketing, and I realize that a huge part of the marketing, cannot be squeezed into a webinar like this. That's not what we are trying here. We want to have a sort of a kickoff marketing package to introduce. Camilla, would you mind showing what we used to start the discussion?
Yes. All right. So today I would like to present you Marketing Essentials Kit. What is included on Easy site, where you can find necessary information and how you as our partners can benefit for materials we are providing. Well, sharing is the key. That's the reason why we have everything in one space. There is one folder called Marketing Materials in SharePoint, split it by product and company, where depending on what you are searching, you can browse between various subfolders. And trust me, this is really treasure. And you can work with these folders like with the database of sources. For example, there is more than 100 designs and creatives for social and blog. It can be very helpful for you if you need quick help with something what to promote on LinkedIn, for example. There is also about 50 product sheets and PDFs from last 2 years. It's also very powerful from selling and also promotional perspective to have all materials up to date. And on top of that, some of the materials are in local languages. It's also very beneficial, I think, because you can get closer to your clients. Back to basics, it's important to us because we need to keep our brand consistent. So in the same folder, we are providing all basic assets of our brand and product, such as logos, fonts, and colors, with short brand guidelines how to work with these elements. We are providing also icons and other design elements, but per request, because simply it would be too much to have everything in that folder. Here I'm showing some examples of materials we are providing. So on left side, you can see examples of product brochures and data sheets. Basically, we have some kind of material for all product features. Like here, for example, Scrum boards and knowledge base, where you can quickly see values for clients. In case you need something more detailed, there are also more detailed white papers, like, for example, comparison between Redmine and Easy Redmine. It's a kind of source, more educational, including technical information and useful very for cases you want to go deeper into the product and understand broader context. We also have videos promoting product features. They are also in SharePoint folder, but also they are publicly promoted on our YouTube channel. And here on the right side, I'm mentioning website presence. It's also very important for us. There is a page, our partners, where basically all partners are listed with information like contact, logos, website link. There is a plan for next couple of weeks, months, how to extend this part by adding more detailed information about your business and also about our cooperation. So, for example, we would like to link here our success stories or case studies with clients. Everything will depend on sources, but don't forget this website presence for us. It's a important pillar of our communication and promotion. So I believe it should be also opportunity for you. Here is other example of materials we are able to provide. This is marketing campaign promoting one of our marketing partner, influencer partner. But for you, it's important that instead of Scrum Dojo, here you can be visible your logo. So, well, we can promote whatever topic we decide to promote. So in case we decide to promote our success story, we are able to fully prepare co-branded marketing toolkit and promote this topic via various channels. Here was an example for social, combining with emailing and also some paid campaign on Google. I would like to mention here that we are providing also lead gen and sales support. From my marketing perspective, I wanted to highlight trial embed form, which can be very easily released on your website. So in case you have space on your web, that's definitely a good option. The advantage is that your leads can access Easy Redmine trial without leaving your website. So I believe it could be beneficial for you. And also it's also some kind of co-branded promotion. Lucas, do you want to add something to this topic? Because we discussed it before that it can be maybe you have something.
I will be happy to, because I've been through this a few times with some of you on this call as well. Because on one thing, that's credibility, because if there is a trial form on your website, it sort of proves that we are truly in partnership. Otherwise, that wouldn't happen. And on the other hand, it's also a much more transparency and clearance on the side of leads and opportunities. Because what can happen sometimes is you are on a conference and you're talking to a lot of people, introducing Easy Redmine, and then this potential client comes home and they type in Easy Redmine into the Google, they find our website and they start a trial through our website. And of course, for us, there's no way of realizing or knowing that this particular person came from your site. If you just sort of navigate them towards your website and tell them that they can start the trial from there and just keep on continuing, it makes it much easier sort of keep track and keep order in things, because the last thing, and I've said this many times to many of you, the last thing we want to do is create competition when it comes to, you know, approaching these leads. Like the clients that you approach and the clients that you bring onto the table, those should be 100% yours. There shouldn't be any involvement of Easy Software unless you ask us to participate and help you in one way or the other. And I've mentioned this to some of you. We are working on getting access into our internal CRM as well, so you can all monitor and see this progress yourselves, because yeah, this is all about confidence in each other. It's all about making sure that we don't have to spend time on formalities. We can just focus on business instead of just wondering where the account went when I did so much work on it. So yeah, that's about it. Kamala, you can keep going forward.
Perfect, thank you. And one more note to this, for marketing perspective, you can easily modify this form based on your company guidelines. So it's possible. And yeah, my last slide today is that I wanted to mention that there is definitely option for extended cooperation. Here is just list of bullet points we are able to do. So we can co-host or host online webinars and sessions. We can share costs for events or paid campaigns, if that makes sense. And we are providing other individual support, like a plan for social media, maybe some kind of merch. So it's up to us, basically. So this is something what we can discuss further in some later meetings and follow-ups. Thank you. Back to you, Lucas.
Happy to take the word. Some people would say that this whole marketing segment might be more into the engagement part of the life cycle. But to be honest, this is very much in both, because I know that some of you that are considering to partner up, to know the possibilities and to see what's available at the very beginning of the cooperation can be a decision maker, basically speaking. Our goal here is to spark ideas, and then we are ready to execute most of it, along with, you know, professional support from our partners, obviously, especially around the expertise. We would be naive to think that you would do all the work. You have your own running operations. EasyRedMind has to be worth your effort. So in this particular area, we are more than ready to participate. Moving on, but staying on the engagement side of the life cycle is about making progress, and that is a story on its own. Have you ever been on a meeting that could have been an email? You know, have you ever been on a meeting that seemed fruitful, but nothing happened after? Me personally, I'm guilty of that myself many times. And for that, we currently have something we call the partner success plan. That's something that's going to help us moving forward. With some of you who've been applying it already, it is a tool to keep people like me actually delivering on everything and not forgetting about stuff. But why am I talking about this when we have Flora here, and Flora has done the most work around partner success plans? So please, Flora, take it away, if you will.
Sure, I will be sharing screen. I hope now it works better without any miss events. Do you see it now?
I see it, and in the meantime, I'll also learn how to aggressively switch off your shared screen if it doesn't work again. So we are all good now.
It froze, so I hope now it will work.
Perfect.
Basically, as Lucas said, we are a bit changing our approach. We want to be more engaged and more effectively engaged and help you all over the way, being our partner. And for this, we will be using the partner success framework. If you haven't been on the partner success meeting with us yet, I will show you how the partner success looks like, how the framework on which framework is based. And if you had some first meeting and you are not sure what you can advantage from it, we will be talking also on the benefits and why this idea is coming from. So partner success is basically a framework that will help us stay on track with our goals and with the direction of our work together. We believe that all our partners have unique business schemes, unique approach to our work, and you work all over the world. Which of the markets have those own specifics. Therefore, we want to listen to you, listen to your ideas, and help you on your way. We consider you are the experts of your own markets, so we want to be supporters. We want to provide you the materials, but we want to trust your business model. I believe that's the core of the cooperation here. Therefore, to be able for us to effectively help you, we need to understand your style of work. We need to understand your values, and we need to understand also what you want to achieve with us. How important is the cooperation with Easy for your company, what resources you have for the next experience, and so on. And based on that, we can together create the activities that will support achieving this goal. This framework is basically a shared document in Excel. We want to work on that together, so it's not only my notes, but you will have access to this document. You can also use it as a tool for yourself to track here our cooperation and make sure that things are not getting forgotten. So I have here some, let's say, example of how this partner success can look like, with some basic notes from, don't worry, it's not any of you, it's just some example I created to show you how it could look possibly. So the very important part of partner success is a goal discovery framework. When I'm on the meeting with you, trying to understand what you want to achieve, what is your style of work, and based on that, we are establishing the goal. It should also help you to focus on moving forward. So basically, we are talking, okay, what will make you feel successful in our network? Let's say in the next year, what will need to happen? And based on that, we are trying to establishing the goal. The goal doesn't need to be in exact numbers. It can be more soft or more up to the data. Depends what's your style and what suits you the best. It's tool not only for us, but as I said, it's mostly tool for you to help you. And once we know what we are working for, what we want to achieve, we are also having a look on the key areas. So I want to know why Easy Software is important for you, what this partnerships gives you. So what we have as a good side that builds our partnership. And then we also talk about some limitation. It's very important to know where we may have some problems. It's for the partner that exists with us, for example, and the cooperation has some weaker sides. Or, for example, if you are a new partner, it's also important to know, for example, the resource limitations you have or your doubts. And this gives us the chance to work on that and make them disappear from the work. And we also will focus more on how to measure the success, how to measure the achieving the goal with some KPIs. And below this all, we have milestones. As Lucas said before, it happens a lot that if we have a meetings and we don't have the structure framework, things getting lost, things getting forgotten, and we don't really know who is responsible for making them happen. So if something doesn't happen, we don't even know which is like who is responsible for that, who caused this. So basically here we want to have a look on what we want to achieve, what are the steps to achieve that, and once we define this step, we will have a look on the responsibility. Usually it takes our both work for something to happen. So it's some part from you as a partner to deliver, and there's some part from us as your supporter, as Easy Software, to give you some resources or give you some help. So we will define what is our role. We will define what is the deadline. It's, again, don't worry, it's not me telling you, okay, we need to do it till this date. It's mostly about us asking ourselves when we want to have it. And based on that, having a look also at the resources we have, we establishing the deadline to have some reference for when we wanted each other to commit to make it happen. And now probably you ask yourself why we should put this effort, why we should put our time to those meetings. So as I said, there is a couple of benefits that can come off this work. First of all, we take your business a bit like each of your cases separately, but to be able to provide you this individual help, we need to know who we work with, what are your specifics, what are your values as a company. That's also important for us, and only knowing that, we can help you more to achieve those goals. That's why those regular meetings help us understand your business. This is probably also, as you can see in our network, as a benefit. And not all, like some bigger companies that provide the partnerships plans, they have not as much time to work with you so detailedly. We will be able to provide you quite a lot of time and quite a lot of attention, and we really value the human approach. So the partner success is basically about that. And then the milestones that are in the success plan are based on the joint accountability. So basically, we are working together to achieve something, and it should help us to make clear the responsibilities to who they belong and which steps are on each side and where the process is stopped. So it will help us very easy to determine the problems and move forward towards the solution. And then basically towards the partner success meeting, you are sure that you are staying in the contact with us, that the contact doesn't disappear. I always give the opportunity to you to schedule the next meeting straightforward after the next one. Doesn't matter if we agree on the next month or the next quarter. We are basically trying to follow up on that, have some regularity in our meetings, and make sure we really stay in touch. And as I said, values are quite important for us, as well as the specifics to your company. As our values, we at Easy Software really care about the order and harmony. We want our work to be organized, and we want to also share this value with you, to give you this organized and harmonized place for work. This is why we decide to start with the success plans. And I hope this will help us to make our work more structured and achieve more successes together. And I'm giving you, Lucas, a word back. I will be now quitting the presentation. And if it's not happening, then please just kick me off the meeting as soon as possible.
No, I just stopped the sharing. I don't have to kick you off the meeting. I think it works like this. This is fine. Yes, as you said, perfectly fine. This is not a tool to just keep track of our partners. It is also a tool to hold us accountable. So it should be something that serves very much both parties. Well, there is a few things sort of floating around all the time. It's about transferring information. It's about building credibility. It's about strengthening confidence, either from our partners towards Easy Software, or from clients towards our partners. It's all in the name of doing that very thing. What we are doing right now, as I've mentioned, is we're expanding our internal Easy Redmine to allow more partner access. And we have also co-developed a knowledge base, which some of you might have already seen. It's an amazing extension that we quite value inside our software, and it's been very helpful towards multiple purposes. We have now internally implemented it, and we are currently working on a partner knowledge base, a place for all of you to seek information. New trainings, it will be there. New materials will be there. Suggestions from partners regarding new knowledge, something they're missing, it will get there. It's going to be the place where you can go to suck up as much information as soon as you can. And the structure and the scope of the knowledge base is going to allow us to do a lot of things. Here you can see an example of a sort of a navigation panel, or like a homepage of the partner knowledge base that can be categorized into multiple topics, which we have done already. We are quite far in developing it. And some of those posts that will be there, for example, can be easily exported into PDFs or printed out. And then it's like easy to share that with colleagues as well. But moving on, and this is actually the last slide of today. So I'm going to speed run this like I speed run Mario. A few topics are on the table quite often. Some of it relates to what has been mentioned already, and some of it might be slightly new. We want to be more out there. Those of you that follow LinkedIn, you have seen it. This year, we will be involved in about 10 conferences. Next year, it's going to be even more. It's a place, or rather, this is a place for you to participate or suggest candidates for such conferences. Some of you have done it already, and big thanks for that. But just on the page itself, there's a quick info on what we will need from you in order to properly evaluate conferences which we want to be a part of, which makes sense. And that's, we need to know if we're going to be just visiting there and trying to, collect business cards or sort of talk to as many people as possible. Or if we're actually presenting, if we're going to have a booth and if we're going to have a presentation, for example, towards the whole audience. We need to know how many people are expected to be there, what are the related costs, and obviously some sort of business potential linked to the conference is always very important. Also, as much as the form of cooperation, in which in this case, it can mean anything. In some cases, a partner just needs an expert from our side to come with them so they can hold their own ground when it comes to detailed product knowledge. Someone just wants to have a salesperson that can, perform the presentation. Just let us know what side of that or what part of that you would need. And in many cases, we'll be more than happy to participate because, like I said, we want to be more out there. Promotion of your knowledge and promotion of your expertise can have a very significant reach when we do it across our entire network. Firm believer that stories do sell and use cases sell even more. There are situations where we as Easy Software, we cannot build them though, because we do not have that knowledge. We do not have that expertise in certain area. You guys do. We are ready to execute on this and participate heavily, but we need that input and we need that input from you. And if you're going to represent that activity, if we're going to talk about a specific topic, and we're going to do it alongside you, and you will be representing this movement, sort of, that's going to put a lot of good light on you, hopefully a lot of business your way, and it's going to serve as nice marketing content for both sides. It's your chance to be seen, your chance to get exposure, your chance to get impressions, and I would love to participate on that. And same goes for success stories. You have done things, most likely great things, and as Uncle Ben says, with great power comes great responsibility. So we should tell people about these things we've done. Template for success stories will be available shortly. So if you want to do this, we will be more happy to do. If you do, and we haven't spoken yet, please reach out and we can work on that. This is something that we can do quite easily. If you would like to involve one of your clients, it would be even better. And we are more and more than interested to do that. Anyway, about 45 minutes or past 2 p.m. here in Prague. So I think it's been long enough. If this was your first contact with us, I hope that your ship didn't hit the ocean floor. As always, partners@easysoftware.com, or just contact us personally in any way, shape, or form that you know. As I mentioned, the recording will be available. So I guess just hold off your tears as we are about to say goodbye. Enough of me, though. I would love for my teammates to say some closing words. So Flora, if you can go first.
Sure, it was really nice to see you here. I hope we will be working closely on both on e-learning and the partner success, and apologies from a bit of the Zoom mess during the webinar.
I think we will survive. How about you, Camilla?
Nice to meet you, everyone. I am your contact person for all marketing ideas, so don't hesitate to contact me with all your needs, ideas, whatever. I am here.
Perfect. In that case, once again, thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Thursdays, and I'm sure we will see you again in one of the future webinars, or I will see you through one of our newsletters that's probably coming out in another 2 weeks. So thank you again and have a nice one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.